Hi everyone, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Saturday the 7th of March 2020. Thank you for joining me. I'm using the patch tarot for today's reading, and it's lovely. It says as above, so below, and I've always loved that about this deck. And I also feel like I want to include some crystals in the reading today just to amplify the energy. These readings are for all signs of the zodiac. They're for everyone who watches. What I do is I ask the cards, what is Saturday the 7th about? And it's like dipping your toe into a pool and checking what temperature it is. So let's have a look at what the energetic temperature, so to speak, is like. We have the hangman in reverse. We've got the Prince of Cups and Legacy, the 10 of Discs. Wow, okay. So the hangman, when he's upside down like this, he creates stability and he represents structure and seeing the truth and being open to it and having seen the light. He's got that iron halo around him. In this deck, it's that he's been forced heavily to become enlightened and to see the error of his ways. And yes, the original hangman does that too, but this really highlights the lack of choice. He realizes that life is eternal and his soul and his spirit is a miracle, and it becomes very clear to him today. He sees that, his eyes are closed, but he feels it, he knows it. There's electricity going through his body. He feels revved up, the sun, he feels energized. He's standing on a rainbow and on an Ankh symbol. Eternal life, and the chakras are awake and slithering around, and it's really a day to be super energized and full of life and really seeing things the way you want to and doing what you want. Next, we've got the Prince of Cups. But I just want to go back to this first card for a second. It says rejection here when it's upside down, and it says surrender when it's upright. Rejection in this sense is rejection of, you're rejecting the faulty beliefs that you have about yourself. You're rejecting your limitations. You're rejecting the things in life where you had blinders on. Now you're alive, now you have energy and you're enlightened and you see and you're truly alive. And it's the rejection of anything negative. The Prince of Cups is expressive. He's someone who's on a boat there being, something trivial. He's doing something trivial. The poor bird is having to drag him along in this golden canoe that he's come up with because he's a prince. He's wearing a cape and a crown. So the prince is somewhat of a dope, I think. He's like the Knight of Cups. He's either too conceited and into himself, or he is too attentive and too loving. It's hot and cold. You never know where you are with this person because he doesn't know what his feelings are. He expresses everything that comes to him, but he doesn't know where it comes from, and he's unpredictable. And once he realizes that, yes, he can express himself, but if he does it in a loving way, he's going to be much more successful. And when he stops taking advantage of other people and he gets a paddle and he rows his own boat, then he becomes the King of Cups because he knows about love. So we've got loads of energy, seeing yourself as you want to see yourself, the ideal you. You've got the Prince of Cups, so expressive feelings, and I would say to some extent excessive feelings. The best thing, these two, have fun with this. Use your feelings to really just go overboard in terms of joy and bliss and excitement. Go to a concert or go out with friends. Take your family for a meal, whatever it is that gives you joy and happiness, or yeah, go on a boat ride or Disneyland or whatever it is that makes you feel something positive and joyous. Today is a day where you can build memories. Finally, we've got the Ten of Discs. We've got the Kabbalistic Tree of Life here. It represents the legacy, yes, the ability to create and to leave something behind, to have an effect on the physical world. So this older man, he has had children. That's his daughter or his son, or whichever way. And they have given him a grandchild. And part of him lives on through that grandchild. And we've got Mercury here, the communication planet. And we have Virgo, which is all about assessing and being practical and doing the right thing. We've got these arches in the card. You can see here we've got a fountain where there's a ball behind the water or in the water, and he's got the moon on top of him, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Mercury. So there's a fountain devoted to understanding that we are a complex being and that there are different things that we have to get right in life to be happy and to be able to create a legacy. And it's so fun that the sun is coming out now while I'm saying that. So yeah, you're able to have fun, to take action today, which really, you don't deserve the good that you get out of the day, because if life was fair, you would feel amazing and great and full of energy, and you'd go out and you'd do something dumb and you'd end up in the slammer for a night. But in this case, the universe is heavily biased towards you because of this final card. And if you take a major risk today or some drastic action that is risky and it puts your feelings out there and you really make yourself vulnerable and there's a potential to be hurt, if you do anything like that, or if you have anything like that in your life that you need to address it today, because you're going to end up doing something that gives you real stability and riches and a foundation that you can build on. So being silly today is rewarded, and not being overly responsible is being rewarded. What are these two doing? She's got a purse. He's talking and laughing. I think they're just having a chat. They've got a wagon. Oh, they're doing business. So it's trade. And there we've got dancing, and we've got houses in the back. So stability and structure, and even pets. So that people feel good and they feel nurtured and they're able to nurture something else. 10 is the highest number in the suit of discs, which is pentacles. So we've got the strongest energy, strongest earthy, grounded, practical Virgo energy that you can have, combined with the thinking planet Mercury. So that's why you don't get yourself into a sticky situation. You do what you love and you're not as responsible as you usually would be. And you do what your feelings guide you to do. And if you're on that track, it's really likely that you end up creating something that serves you for the future. That would be like Bret Easton Ellis deciding that he was going to write a book, and then he got himself into a hotel, I think, for 2 weeks, and he had less than zero. That was his first book. So he did something that he absolutely enjoyed, took a risk. What if the book doesn't get published? What if the critics rubbish it? What if, the what ifs, you know? But you decide to do something like that today. You take on a project that you really care about, that's unlikely, that's just a pipe dream, and you're wasting your time. You know that voice that usually tells you not to follow your heart? That is silenced today. You're all heart and passion, and that passion translates into physical, practical circumstances, dancing with a partner and feeling joy, riding on a horse and feeling that sense of freedom, the wind, your hair blowing in the wind, and you're totally alone on a beach riding this horse. Or you're in a wonderful relationship where you have a child and you feel like, wow, we're a team. The four of us, but really the three of us. Me and you, we created this life together, and it's just beautiful. It's being able to achieve the ultimate balance and perfection in your physical, practical life. And it's really due to your feelings and your emotions and your ability to manifest life as you want it, with a little bit of grace added in today. Because not all of us know exactly what we want to leave behind or what's going to work for us and what isn't. For instance, I made a video in 2014, how to read the palm or something, how to read the astrology of the hand, something like that. And that has like 300,000 views or something on it. And I just noticed that it's something that I didn't think would ever get views. And there you go. It's something that I cared about and felt I wanted to talk and explain. And I took a risk, and it's something that's still being watched today. So it serves as a legacy in a sense, because it's really old. We're in 2020. I filmed it 6 years ago. So, and yeah, you could call that a legacy, couldn't you? So do as you please today, and realize that everyone is biased in your favor, and you're going to end up with something really fun and wonderful at the end of the day. And it's okay to express yourself, and it's okay to let go of all of the things that restrict you and hold you back, and to be free, and to just let your hair down and say, hooray, I'm free. I'm going to run through the meadows and frolic and have fun. Number-wise, we've got 12, and a chord card, which is 1, that's 13, and then 10, that's 23. 2 and 3 is 5, and 5 is total freedom. Freedom from the physical world, worrying about every penny, worrying about every kind of circumstance, housing, relationships. You're free of all of that. You have emotional freedom because you see yourself clearly, you see the light, and you're full of energy. So congrats, enjoy your freedom. Have a lovely day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. If you like the video, then please hit subscribe and share it online. And I will speak to you tomorrow.